Ladies and gentlemen, Jayson Tatum might just have the best villain arc since the Miami Heat LeBron James. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to At the Buzzer Sports. My name is John Drummond, where we talk all things basketball all the time. If you guys like these type of videos, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I try to get out daily videos to you guys, whether it be mock drafts, scouting reports, NBA Finals reactions, anything that you guys want to see in the basketball world, I can do. So if you guys like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Before I get anything else started, I just want to say that Jayson Tatum is not on the Miami Heat LeBron James level. I don't think there is a LeBron James level that Jayson Tatum has reached yet. It may happen, it may not happen, we don't know. But LeBron James is a top 2 greatest basketball player of all time. So I just want to show some respect to LeBron James, but I think their stories of becoming a villain has been a little similar to each other. So we're going to get right into it. Before we get started with anything else, I just want to talk about Jayson Tatum's accolades at being a 26-year-old superstar. So he is a 5-time All-Star. He is an All-Star Game MVP back in 2023. He is a 3-time All-NBA First Team candidate. That was 2022, 2023, and 2024. So that is 3 consecutive All-NBA First Team honors. He is also an All-NBA Third Team member. That was in 2020. And he was on the All-Rookie First Team in 2018. Mind you, he is also an Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He has made the Eastern Conference Finals 5 out of his 7-year career. So this has been a very polished, very decorated, and very good start to Jayson Tatum's career. This is a guy that's been seeing success since his rookie year when he went to the Eastern Conference Finals when his 2 best players were injured. Kyrie Irving was out and Gordon Hayward was out, and they still found a way to take the LeBron James-led Cavaliers to 7 games. Now, this was not the best LeBron James Cavs team. There was no Kyrie Irving. They had guys like George Hill and Jeff Green and Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson. This was not the best team whatsoever, but I still feel as though that it was very impressive for Jayson Tatum to be averaging 13 points per game in his rookie season and jump all the way up to 18 points per game in the postseason, and to be shooting a lot better than what he did in the regular season. So I feel as though that is very, very, very impressive. One thing I think a lot of people do not like about Jayson Tatum is how early he had his success and how he has no rings to show for it. This is a guy that's been to the Eastern Conference Finals 5 times and has no ring to show for it. So I can understand the hate, but to say he's not a superstar, to say that there are 45 other players in the league that could be doing the same thing Jayson Tatum could be doing, and the Boston Celtics could still be in the same spot, is completely ridiculous in my opinion. And I feel as though LeBron James got the same hate. He got the same hate when the Miami Heat formed their team and they lost their first finals to the Dallas Mavericks, because people don't like seeing greatness. People do not like basketball. And if you guys want a deeper dive into stuff like that, I will make a video in the coming days. So I just don't think that people appreciate greatness. Jayson Tatum is a guy who, we could talk about his 2022 playoff run where he averaged about 27 points and knocked out teams like the Brooklyn Nets with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks, and then beat the 1-seeded Miami Heat team. And then he eventually stunk it up in the finals. So that was kind of neglected, and people don't talk about the run anymore. People only talk about the finals. I think if Jayson Tatum wins this finals against the Dallas Mavericks, we have to stop putting that hate on him. We have to stop putting that hate on him. I think he is the perfect superstar to be leading this Boston Celtics team, because in the end of the day, he's going to make the right play. Who is somebody else who got ridiculed a lot for making the right play? Now, I know it's not on the same level as LeBron James, but when we talk about the final shot in the game, or why LeBron doesn't go off as much in games like the fan would want to see, it's about making the right basketball play. For example, in game 1 of the 2024 NBA Finals, Jayson Tatum had finished with 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. Now, there were a lot of people going for the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown was having a magnificent game. Kristaps Porzingis was having a magnificent game. In the first half, Kristaps Porzingis was on fire. If Jayson Tatum kept creating open shots for Kristaps Porzingis, for Derek White, for Al Horford, for Jaylen Brown, by driving, taking the attention from the defense, and kicking it out to his players so they can hit open threes, why not keep going back to it? The name of the game is winning a championship, not impressing the media. The reason Jaylen Brown is able to go off for points consistently is because he does not have the offensive responsibility that Jayson Tatum does. Jayson Tatum on 50 to 65% of possessions is creating the offense for the Boston Celtics. He has that responsibility. If Jayson Tatum could just go down and give you 30 a night and that be his only responsibility is to score the basketball, then we would see the 31 point per game from Jayson Tatum consistently. We would see it all the time. But yet he has so much offensive responsibility to where he has to rebound, he has to play make, he has to create shots. You're not going to get that every single night. You're not going to get that every single night. And that's why I think we do not appreciate LeBron James, because he was still able to give you 27, 7 and 7 while having probably the biggest offensive responsibility the league has ever seen. Because he does not, his number one responsibility is not scoring. If you gave LeBron James a team where, look, you don't have to set up any offense. All you have to do is get the ball in ISO and score. Give us 35. You don't need you don't need 10 rebounds. You don't need 8 assists. Just give us 35 every night. It would be a completely different conversation. Now, if we look at Jayson Tatum's career stats, mind you, he has been very available for the Boston Celtics in his rookie season. He played 80 games, started 80 games, played about 30 minutes a night, and averaged 14 points on 2 assists, 5 rebounds, shot 43% from the 3 and 48% from the field. This is great efficiency. Mind you, he had Kyrie Irving for most of that season, so he wasn't really a number 1 or number 2 option. I think it would be more like Jaylen Brown being that number 2 option after Gordon Hayward went down. But Jayson Tatum did exactly what he was supposed to do and showed the Boston Celtics that, hey, he could possibly be the face of the franchise. And in 2018 to 2019, he averaged about 15 points per game. In 2019, 2020, that's where he really took the big jump and averaged 23 points per game. Following that with 26, 27, 30, and 27 again. Now, Jayson Tatum, in my opinion, since 2020 to 2021 season, all the way up until this past season, he has had a case to be MVP. And I think just like Luka Doncic, you can throw Jayson Tatum's name in the hat to be an MVP every single season. We've seen the past 3 or 4 seasons that people know one day Luka Doncic is going to be an MVP. People know one day Jayson Tatum is going to be an MVP because the numbers are there. The team success is there. It's just Jayson Tatum has not won the ring. He has not won the ring. We've seen that in NBA history. I don't think Joel Embiid is going to win another MVP until he performs in the playoffs. That's just simply how it is. I mean, now with the way he was playing before he got hurt, he could have possibly won the MVP again. I don't want to get sidetracked, but I think there is way too much talent in the NBA to where it's too hard. It's not, I mean, I wouldn't say too hard, but it's not as common for guys who are averaging 27, 8 and 5 to win an MVP. Because we have guys like Luka Doncic who's averaging damn near a 34-point triple-double. Nikola Jokic, who will give you 26, 9, and 12 a night at the big man position. Joel Embiid, who will average 35 points per game before getting injured. He would have been the scoring champion. No other big man has averaged 35 points since Wilt Chamberlain. So when we look at the MVP, later down the line, there's going to be a lot of players who are very good players, all-time great players who will never have an MVP because there is always somebody a season doing something generational. That's just how it is. If we look at the past few MVPs, Joel Embiid, 31 points, 13 rebounds, one of the best defenders in the league. Just being a two-way player like that, that's generational. Nikola Jokic, passing the ball at the big man position. We've never seen anything like that. He won 3 MVPs. That's generational. Giannis Antetokounmpo averaging over 30 points per game and being one of the best defenders in the league while being so big, so strong, so fast, can put the ball on the floor. We've never seen nothing like that. Russell Westbrook having a triple-double at the point guard position, standing at 6'3", carrying a team like the Oklahoma City Thunder with Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis and Steven Adams. That we're not going to see like stuff like that. We haven't saw stuff like that when it happened. So I think winning an MVP is going to be a lot harder in these coming years. And we all know, in my opinion, if Jayson Tatum wins a championship this year, that next season might be his best shot at winning an MVP. Now, if we look at Jayson Tatum's postseason averages, I just want to say in his 2017-2018 season, this is his rookie season, played 19 games, played about 36 minutes a night, and shot 18% shot. Okay, let's do it again. Now, if we look at Jayson Tatum's postseason averages, his rookie season, he averaged 18 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. His 3 assists jumped from 1 in the regular season. He shot 32% from 3 and 48% from the field. And let's look at some notable ones. In 2020 to 2021, he only played 5 games. That was when they lost to the Brooklyn Nets in the first round. Still averaged 30 points per game. And then the following year, when he had that really, really good playoff run where he beats the Brooklyn Nets and the Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks, he averaged 25 points per game on 6 assists and 7 rebounds. So if we look, the playmaking is getting consistently better throughout the playoffs. Even in this playoff series, or not this playoff series, but this playoff run this season, he's still averaging 25 points per game on 10 rebounds and 6 assists. So the offensive responsibility is going to be there for probably as long as Jayson Tatum is the clear-cut superstar of this team. He's going to have to come down. He's going to have to make plays for others. He's going to have to create for himself. He's going to have to rebound. So he's going to have to take on that load. And the best part about this is his ego does not get in the way of him winning games. If he has to go out there and give you 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists, and the team is winning, no problem. No problem. Do I think Kevin Durant could go out there and give you and put his scoring aside and really make sure the team is involved? And if they're hot, he just sacrifices a game in the finals? I don't think so. I don't think so. Do I think Anthony Edwards could run this Boston Celtics team like Jayson Tatum can? I do not think so. That's not me saying Jayson Tatum is better or Anthony Edwards is better. Right now, I think Jayson Tatum is better, but Anthony Edwards cannot carry that offensive responsibility at the moment. He just can't. So I've seen a lot of Twitter conversations. I've seen a lot of Twitter conversations to the point where you would think Jayson Tatum is one of the worst superstars to ever play the game. You would think Jayson Tatum, if I was a normal basketball fan, or if I was just a new basketball fan and this was my first season of watching NBA basketball, I would think Jayson Tatum is one of the most hated, worst superstars of all time. And I would think it was something off the court. I would think he did something off the court, like something terrible, to where everybody just hated him. No, they're just tired of seeing the Celtics. People just hate basketball. That's all it is. That's all it is. And to wrap this video up, I just want to say Jayson Tatum has all the tools to be a top 5 player in the league. At the moment, I think he is around 7 or 8, maybe 6 to 9. I think that range for Jayson Tatum is clear cut, stamped, but this is a very talented league. Saying somebody is the 6th to 9th best player in the league is one of the greatest compliments you can receive in basketball. Because I feel as though this is the most talented the NBA has ever been. This is the most talented the NBA has ever been we've seen so far. So being a top 6 to 9 player, especially with the team that Jayson Tatum has, is still good enough to win you a championship, especially with the superstar that Jayson Tatum is. This is a guy who is, 6'9", about 210 pounds. He's going to be able to get to the rim. He's going to be able to shoot. We know how he is beyond the arc. He is a great shooter. He is a great shooter. And now that he's carrying the offensive responsibility for getting his guys going, getting Derek White going, getting Drew Holiday going, getting Al Horford going, he's a clear-cut superstar. He is a clear-cut superstar, and I'm a Los Angeles Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan, and I find myself cheering for the Celtics because Jayson Tatum is getting so much hate. Like, I never thought I would find myself cheering for the Celtics. It's like, because when they played the Warriors, I didn't cheer for anybody. Like, I didn't cheer for anybody because I don't like the Warriors. I don't like the Celtics. I'm a Lakers fan. So I think Jayson Tatum has everything you would want in a superstar. I just feel as though he's doing what's best for the team while the media is asking him to do what is best for them. The media wants to see Jayson Tatum go out and give you 35 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. And with the media, you can't necessarily think about the media because it's a lose-lose situation. It's a lose-lose situation. If Jayson Tatum averaged 37 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists on 50, 40, 90 shooting this playoff run, it will be, oh, the teams were injured. The teams were injured. He's doing this against injured teams. It's bogus. He's bogus. He's bogus. He's doing this against injured teams. When the Boston Celtics have no real control over who they're playing. All you can do is beat who's in front of you. So if they would have lost any of these series, any of these series would have went to 7, it would have been a problem. It would have been a problem. And the fact that it has been close games throughout every game, have you ever thought that maybe it's like, look, we are the way better team. Let's win these games, but let's not try to get injured either. Let's not try to get injured because there is a bigger goal in mind. Why do you think Kristaps Porzingis sat so long? There was rumors about him coming back in the conference finals. He sat. They made sure he was 100%. He did not need to come back. So why is it out of the possibility that the Boston Celtics could have been like, look, let's just not get injured. We're playing a Cavs team with no Donovan Mitchell. Let's not get injured. We're playing a Pacers team with no Tyrese Halliburton. Let's just not get injured. We're playing a Miami Heat team without Jimmy Butler. Especially after Kristaps Porzingis went down. Let's stay healthy. Above anything else, let's stay healthy. If we don't have to play through injury, we won't. If you guys like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I try to do videos like this every single day. I try to drop videos every single day. My name is John Drummond, the founder of At the Buzzer Sports, and I'm out. Peace.